Good evening, sports fans. Or shall I say good afternoon, where I'm at over here in SoCal, baby. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it to another year. Can we just celebrate that real fast? Yeah! Happy New Year! 2022 is here, and you know what that means, y'all. It's time to induct another IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame class. And today, we are inducting the class of 2021 on a beautiful 2022 afternoon, y'all. I'm so excited because these four people have earned it. Now, every one of them, all 32 nominated, definitely deserved it. And I appreciate every one of them. We appreciate every one of them. But I'll tell you, before that got in, my goodness, that was probably the tightest race we've ever had. We've had a couple of them, but man, that was a press at the end. We had a comeback from a woman who knows a thing or two about comebacks. We'll get to her later on. But man, this was a race. I am so blessed to have these wonderful people fighting so hard to get into this Hall of Fame, making this Hall of Fame what it is, making this station what it is. And can we just get a hand clap, y'all? You, the listeners out there, have made IE Sports Radio what it is today, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost 8 years in. We are now inducting our 4th Hall of Fame class. And I mean, it's just incredible to think of the incredible, that's the word I'm stuck on today. But it is incredible to think of the amazing people. There we go, there's a new one for you, amazing. Amazing people that we have not only inducted into the Hall of Fame, but the amazing people that we have met and come in contact with because of this station. It is simply something that words cannot explain, and it is just a special thing. So, tune in, y'all. For the next 90 minutes, we will be inducting the IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame class of 2021. Once again, here on a beautiful 2022 afternoon, it is Friday, January 7th, and we are underway, y'all. I hope you're excited. Get something delicious to chew on, get something yummy to sip on. It's gonna be a show. Let's do this, y'all!
It's IE Sports Radio. It is your direct feed for all that is sports. It is Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris every Tuesday night right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris is the most comprehensive view on Philadelphia sports exclusively right here on IE Sports Radio. You know what it is, your direct feed for all that is sports. Tuesday night, IE Sports Radio, Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris.
Hey sports fans, do you like wine? Well, we've got the show for you. This is Let's Wine About Sports, a show where we talk about wine and sports simultaneously. From the classic Cabernet Sauvignon all the way down to the grapes that you've never even heard of before. Oh yeah, we cover it all. And we'll talk about a little bit of sports as well. Football, hockey, collegiate, women's sports, it doesn't matter. We're going to talk about it all, and we're going to whine about it all. So join me Monday at 8 p.m. on IU Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Everybody, this is Taryn Rodriguez. Are you a fan of volleyball? Are you a fan of Thunder Spikes? Then I have the show for you, Set Point, where I cover NCAA men's and women's volleyball, high school boys and girls volleyball, beach volleyball, and even professional volleyball. Catch the action every week here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
College football, and do you want to hear a college football show dedicated to all that is college football, including junior college and the CCCAA and the NJCAA, the NAIA, and the NCAA, including Division III, Division II, Division I AA in the FCS, and Division I Single A in the FBS? Well then look no further. Join myself, Larry B., and my colleagues, Mr. H-Town Blake Henley, and Mr. Christian Espinoza, each week during the college football season for the latest in college football on 3 and Out College Edition, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. What's going on, football fans? This is me, your boy Larry B, inviting you to join myself, Reynolds, Mike Pat, and John Felipe for one of the most electrifying football shows you have ever heard. 3 and Out, right here at IE Sports Radio. Recap of the week before, a preview of what's to come, and of course, 3 hardcore head-to-head primetime face-offs each week. You don't want to miss it. Yes, that is right. And we're going to have ourselves some primetime face-offs coming up this weekend. Actually, next weekend. As we get you ready and set for that awesome wild card weekend. Oh my goodness, is it here already? I mean, man, that is crazy. But I'll tell you, this has truly been an awesome year of football, and actually a pretty awesome year of sports. So I gotta go ahead and announce this. Before we get our first inductee on the line, for those of you who have been 3 and Out fans, okay, before, sorry, I twisted my words there. Taryn, no primetime face-off this weekend, brother. But we will get at it for a wild card weekend next week. We will have 2 on Friday afternoon. We will have 2 on Saturday morning, of course, to get you ready and set for this wild card weekend. But I do gotta say that this is quite the year coming up, and I just wanted to go ahead and take this time personally to deliver you the news. We announced it last week on 3 and Out, and well, we're gonna announce it here. If you guys have not heard, well, something special is going on 3 and Out next year. Think of this year like the preseason. We're going to have the records, blah, they're there. But next year, we're actually going to start the 3 and Out season. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, what's that? Oh, well, allow me to explain myself. Yeah, next year, we're going to have wins and losses and an entire playoff structure. Ooh. This is going to be fun. We're going to tally the points. Everything is going to be recorded next year. 100%, like, I'll be on top of everything, I promise. And there will be an actual primetime face-off season, and there will be primetime face-off playoffs, and there will be a primetime face-off championship. Yeah. I haven't figured everything out just yet. But it's going to get pretty crazy with the primetime face-offs. Not to mention, this coming week, we will have the return of the actual 3 and Out show for the postseason only. Reason being is, for I think anybody who knows me, I've been freaking swamped with craziness, of course, just life in general, as you heard Cecilia and myself explain on New Year's Day on the return of the Sports Couples Perspective. Things been kind of crazy. So, what we're doing now is, you just heard it. We'll get all that situated. It'll be a lot of fun, and I'm just really, really, really excited for the opportunity to deliver that to you guys, man. So get ready. We're going to have a crazy year next year. We'll have a really cool prize for the winner, and it's going to be exciting, you guys. So be ready to rock and roll, man, because, we got ourselves some fun going on with 3 and Out next year, and it's just gonna continue to get crazier. So here we go, y'all. We have the announcement ready to roll. Be ready for the special primetime face-off next year going on. We're gonna have our designated day for the primetime face-offs, and we're also going to have we're also going to have not only the primetime face-offs, but the actual 3 and Out show going on next year. So be ready. It's going to be pretty freaking awesome. All right. So like I said, if you guys are ready for all that action, I hope you are, because if not, well, you're going to get it anyway, y'all. So with that said, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, it brings me great pleasure to deliver you guys the first of the 4 inductees. Ladies and gentlemen, so glad to have this man here today. He is die-hard Patriots fan, and just what what a dude. This guy came in with, like, I think it was like October-ish around there. Really cool story. And, well, I'll let him tell it because he tells it best. But such a neat way for him to enter the Hall of Fame. This guy was in IE Sports Radio. He was in IE Sports Radio for like 2 months. Okay? 2 months. And he's a Hall of Famer. And let me explain to you really fast why he's a Hall of Famer. IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame people, the 16 that are in, are not only in because of what they've done before they're in, it's what they continue to do. I mean, it's incredible. These 4 people here did exactly what the other groups of 4, the 3 groups of 4 before them did. And that is just tuning into shows, promoting, helping us out with spreading the word, being in the chat rooms, just listening to the shows and just enjoying them, talking with our hosts, being a part of it, trying to just, show that they're so excited to be a part of the station that is taking off. Yesterday, Justice McGee said it best on Wisconsin Sports yesterday. This is like the bottom floor, you guys. This is it. iSports Radio is a freaking rocket, man. We're about to take off. We're about to orbit. And, I mean, I know it's 8 years coming. It took a long time, but we are putting it on, y'all. We are 4 shows away. Can we get a hand clap? We are 4 shows away from being... from having all the major sports cities around the country as shows, you guys. So, I'm just saying, the people that put forth a lot of effort to help us out here, well, these are the ones who are in this Hall of Fame, and I'm not going to take no more of his time. This guy right here is somebody who has given that through and through. He was a judge on 3 and Out for so long. This guy right here, for like almost the entire season, you know how hard it was to find judges? It's like, everyone wants to be a judge when it first starts, and then as soon as the season continues on, everyone's like, no, I don't want to be a judge. I mean, some people, of course, stick around and they got things to do, but others, just like run away, and it's like, gee, thanks. But this guy definitely, and that's no diss to anybody who's been a judge, I'm just saying it's kind of sucky when you think you have some people who are willing to help out with judging, and, well, guess what? They just kind of disappear on you. And this guy didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, it brings me great pleasure to announce this year's number 1. He was number 1 in the votes for a good majority of the voting poll. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so glad to have him here. He is a die-hard Patriots fan, all the way from the Great White North. He is a veteran now in judging for 3 and Out. He is I think he's a 2-time winner on 3 and Out. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the man. I bring to you Mr. Turban Patriot. What's going on, brother? How you doing today, man?
Thank you, brother. Much appreciated always, man, for all the kind words. I mean, you got me teary-eyed, though, seriously. That's how good you were, dude. Seriously, but thank you, man. Listen, but, look, it's not just me. It's a whole team effort. Everybody, everybody helps out, not just me alone, so. But I appreciate the kind words. Thank you very much.
Hey, brother. Sorry about that, man. The applause was a little too loud in the very beginning, but we appreciate you, man. We thank you.
Like Bill Belichick says, man.
What was that?
Yeah, and Bill Belichick says, do your job. Bill Belichick says, do your job.
Absolutely.
So I do my job.
You definitely do, man. And now you're going to have a gold T-shirt coming your way, man. that's
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Hey, you're very welcome, man. You're the man.
I appreciate it, brother. Really, like, listen, this, I told you before, look, NFL player goes in after 2 months, but, to be in after 2 months, it's, it's an honor, it's a blessing to be amongst those great inductees, past and present, Gina, Patti, all these great inductees along with, it's a great honor, it's a blessing. So thank you to you, thank you to God, thank you to Past Nation, first and foremost, for coming out the way they did for the voting. I mean, 149 votes in the final round. That's just amazing.
Jess, you're incredible, dude. I mean, look at this. The round of 32, the very first round, you were in second place.
Yes, we talked before, yes.
Yeah, you in the round of 32, you were in second place. Gina had a total of 71. You had 57. The next person down, which was Reynolds, who also, kind of funny if you think about it, I didn't even realize this. The top 4 were actually all the inductees of the first round. That's actually pretty funny. Gina had 71, you had 57, Kailumnn had 22, and Patti had 12. Kind of funny, you guys were the top 4 in the round of 32 to finish, and while you ended up actually being in the Hall of Fame, so kind of crazy. Then in the round of 23, it was supposed to be 24, but we had a tie, a little kind of thing going on there. Yeah, Turban, let's see here. Gina had 141, you had 46. Then actually, Patti with 15. Well, Kailumnn with 19 and Patti with 15. Then into the round of 16, the Sweet 16. You 4 again. That's kind of funny. I didn't even realize this. You had 113. You actually surpassed Gina this time, big time. She had 49. Kailumnn had 25, and Patti had 20. And then into the Elite 8, you guys had, let's see here. You had 63. Gina had 31. Kailumnn had 20. And Daryl actually broke in there and had 17. And then we had all the way up to the final round, where it went up to the round of 6. This was pretty crazy here, as a matter of fact, man. This is pretty awesome. You had...
Well, look, I'll say, yeah.
What's that?
You go ahead, finish. Go ahead, you can finish.
Okay,
you finish your point.
So, kind of crazy, moving on in here into the final rounds. Over those 6 days, actually, we had to cut it short. You, in the first day, had 63 votes. You led. Into the next day, you had 73 votes. You led. We skipped a day or two in there, but the next time we collected the votes on Tuesday, the 28th, you still led with 94. All the way into Wednesday, you led with 94 again. Into Thursday, you had 97, and then in the final round, man, Pat's Nation came through. You had 149, as you just mentioned. You went wire to wire, man. Once you took the lead once you took the lead in the Elite 8, you never looked back. Actually, no, I'm sorry, in the Sweet 16, you never looked back. And Jas, you are one of the few, man. You have, I think the most votes we ever had was like 2-something. I think that was Julie last year. Wow. The year before, yeah, she was up there. She's still a proud listener of VIA Sports Radio. Glad to have her aboard, Hall of Famer. But Jas, you were just, they love you, man. They love you, and Pat's Nation just showed how much they cared.
Listen, man, I give no words to describe them. They're special, they're amazing, they're wonderful. Like, no words to describe them. Any good active you can describe them with, I give it to them. Like, they're like everything. They always support me. They always got my back. And listen, I told them this. When induction went through, I said, look, this is not my Hall of Fame. This is Past Nation's Hall of Fame. You're all in the Hall of Fame with me.
I like that.
It's not just me. It's not me. It's all of you.
I like that. No.
It's because of all of you that I have this thing today.
You're
They're in the Hall of Fame with me. So Larry, you gotta make some more yellow shirts, man. Seriously, need some more yellow shirts, not just one.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jas. I wish I could send out all them golden T-shirts, man. But they make sure that you get one of those, and I'm just excited to be able to send that thing out for you soon. You know, you definitely earned it, Jas.
No, and our fellow Hall of Famer Patriots brother Pete Garofalo, man, him too, man, great guy also.
That's right. Pete Garofalo was in the very first IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame
in
class
2018.
In 2018, and he was third place in the votes.
Yeah.
They loved Pete, and you know what's crazy, Jas? Just like you put a few tweets out there. You weren't blowing it up every 5 minutes. You weren't doing none of that. But it's just that goes to show you how tight knit you guys are. Pete did the same thing. Pete just put a couple tweets up there. Hey guys, support me. And they carried him the whole way. So I'm just saying.
Nation's always strong, brother. They're always strong. And they always run strong. There's no doubt about that, man. They're amazing. I love all of them very much.
Oh, yeah, you guys, man. It is incredible. It is incredible.
So is Raiders Nation. You guys are pretty strong as well, so don't worry.
Hey, well, thank you for that, Jas. And you'll be happy to hear that I am very excited for Sunday's game. And I'm supporting my Raiders wholeheartedly, man. We can do this.
Listen. You believe, you're going to the playoffs, man. Just believe. That's all it is. Just keep the faith, keep doing like I tell you every time, and you'll be fine. That's it.
That's it, brother. And that's coming from a man who knows a thing or two about, being a fan of a team that has lots of Lombardis. So I completely appreciate you for that, man. And Jas, with that said,
your time has come, man. Yes.
Oh, no, thank you, and I appreciate that, man.
I said your time is coming. Don't worry, man. Just, you got a good team. good feel, man. It's all good. Don't worry, you got this.
Well, we appreciate you, Jess. Thank you so much. I guess this laughter of joy, man. Not laughing at you. I just appreciate you so much for that. And
I'm cool. Like you said.
absolutely, man. This is just a lot of fun and doing this and loving every minute of it. So with that said, Jess, before we go ahead and get on, man, like I said, this is your induction. We were glad to have you, and well, let's go ahead and send you off in style, brother. We appreciate you so very much for this. We thank you. Any last thoughts? Any last words here today before you were officially inducted into this High Sports Radio Hall of Fame?
Well, to answer some of your questions, it was October 4th. You said October, so it was October 4th. A day before my birthday, actually.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then, you know why, you know how I got involved with Chrissy, our very young Chrissy, mutual friend. Thanks to her. Big shout to her. Mm-hmm. And I remember that even when I tweeted, I thanked her especially. And I think you saw that. You commented on it.
Mm-hmm.
I said a big thank you to her because without her, I would not be to be honest, nothing against you. I never heard this radio station. I never knew about this radio station at all. I didn't know iSports Radio existed, to be honest. That was the first time Chrissy came to me. She goes, Jazz, can you do it for Larry? He needs your help. I said, okay, cool. No, but I got him. And that was against our very own Don Terry Flock, a fellow Bucks fan.
Yeah. You gave Locke his first loss ever in a primetime face-off.
I remember that, yes. Listen, so thank you to Chrissy, thank you to you, thank you to all the fellow inductees, thank you to God, thank you to Pat Nation, most importantly. You guys always, and then, hopefully many more shows come up in the future. And like you said, it's hard to find judges. It's even hard to find fans, to be honest.
Yeah, you struggle with me through that this
I
year.
remember you talk. Yes, we have to cancel many shows because of it.
Sadly.
Even now, I always have to ask. Now, this is how it is now, guys. Like everybody was tuning in, I always have to ask Larry, is there a show tonight? Are we having a show tonight? Are we having a show tonight?
No, it's true. And you guys...
I always have to ask Larry in the morning, okay, are we having a show? Are we doing a show? What's going on?
And I love it because I felt so bad sometimes even telling you, no, you want to do it sometimes more than I did because I was so bummed out. But no, ladies and gentlemen, real quick before we go ahead and, of course, just give Jazz the full induction. This guy over here, man, he would literally ask people. He would be in his own Twitter asking people as well if they'd like to be on for the fans that we couldn't get. And see what I mean? That right there is what it's all about. So once again, man, Turban Patriot, Jess, you're amazing, man. We appreciate you so much for this. And yeah, man. Well, once again, any last thoughts before we go ahead and get you fully in there?
All these kind words you use, from me, man. I second that about you, against all our fellow inductees, about all our iSports Radio family. You're all great. You're all wonderful. You're all special. You're amazing. You're great guys, great people. Seriously. Like, from the bottom, it's great, an honor and a blessing to be here. Thank you to you. Thank you to iSports. And hopefully, many more future shows in the future. Mm-hmm. And hopefully, I join you for the Super Bowl 3-hour debate. When the Patriots make it, hopefully.
Hey, I'm loving that. But, well, hey, you guys still got it. You still got a chance. And, hey, it'd be great. It'd be great to talk some more football with you, brother. But with that said, man, that's going to do it. Oh, my goodness. What a great segment. Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming now his official induction, the Turban Patriot in the iSports Radio Hall of Fame. Yes!
Thank you. Come on.
Hey, brother, it is an honor to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are welcome, brother. Appreciate you. I know it was a little loud.
And listen, wishing everybody a Happy New Year, too, as well. I know we didn't talk about before, but Happy New Year to everybody. It'd be a great 2022 for all of us.
And I am right there with you, brother. May it be a great 2022 for all of us. Josh, we appreciate you, brother. Thank you so very much for being on today's show, of course. And your induction, your golden shirt will be on its way soon, brother. You take care. God bless, and we'll talk to you soon, man.
God bless, brother. Thank you so much.
Anytime, brother. Take care. All right, y'all. That is our first inductee, but we have 3 more. Be ready, y'all. Stay tuned. Gina G is up next. You are listening to The Defining Moment, our very special, of course, our very special IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame induction ceremony edition of The Defining Moment. Right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
What's up, sports fans? Are you looking for the latest on Northern California sports? Then take a trip out west with me, your host, Gina G, on Reppin' the NorCal Sports, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I'll be bringing it to you all the way live every Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. And it's always a packed show. I'll bring you everything Dynastic 49ers, the bite of the San Jose Sharks, torture of the San Francisco Giants, the Golden State Warriors that we still believe. Then take you across the bay to the rise and grind of the Oakland A's. I've got you covered on college ball from the Cal Bears to the Stanford Cardinal, so that no matter what, reppin' in NorCal sports is always reppin' the Bay. So if you bleed red and gold, or you're looking to keep an eye out west in them thar hills, don't miss me, Gina G, on reppin' in NorCal sports. Catch me every Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, and I'll have your fandom repped harder than a trio of defenders guarding Stephen Curry before his buzzer beater is Gucci.
All right, Joe, there she is. You heard it here. Well, you heard her here. Had to give her a proper introduction with her very own drop. As I always say, y'all, every single time I hear this track, it sounds like I'm listening to like Stevie B or Debbie Deb or Lisa Lisa. I mean, seriously, it just, yeah. I mean, you can just see Gina all freaking like highlight colors with some rimmed glasses that have no freaking lenses in them, and I don't know. I mean, what else? What was scrunchies? They were popular in the 80s. So,
yes,
ladies and gentlemen, I am so glad to have her here today for her induction into the IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming here. She was second overall in the votes. And, well, glad to have her here. She fought, man. So, as we talked to Jas a little bit ago, he ran with it after the Sweet 16. But Gina wasn't ever too far away. In the round of 32, Gina came out with 71 votes. Awesome stuff there. And I'm sorry, the show has to stop. I have to stop the show real fast. I have to stop the show. Taryn in the chat room says, I have no idea who those people you named off were, Larry.
Okay.
Taryn. You gotta learn what music is, brother. Real music. I'm sorry, Taryn. I'm just saying. I have an old soul, an only child raised by two OG parents. I'm just saying, I grew up listening to everything they listened to, so that's why my soul is actually like in its 50s right now, and I'm only in my 30s, so I'm just saying. Anyway, with that, so I know it's funny, I trip out my fiance all the time, Cecilia, it's hilarious. So anyway, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, this started out pretty crazy here. Gina started things out, 71 votes, all right? And 71 votes in the round of 32. In the round of 24, Gina came out with 140. That was the most she would ever have. Freaking dominated this round. Moved on to the round of 16. Took a little dip because Turban Patriot had 113. She had 49 to finish off the round. However, went to the Elite 8. Gina had 31. Jas had 63. We get into the, of course, into the days. And, well, Gina started off strong on Saturday with 31. Moving in, there it is, of course. There was the days. On Christmas Day. And Turban had 63, Gina had 31. Then we move into the next day on Sunday. Turban had 73, Gina had 43. We skipped a day on Monday, and we came back on Tuesday. Turban had 94, Gina had 50. We went into Wednesday. Gina had 50, again still. Turban still had 94. We go into the final day. Actually, no, that was going into the last day. 97 votes for Turban. And Gina actually took a little bit of a tumble here. She fell back. Yeah. So on the last day, on New Year's Eve, on the 30th, Turban had 97. Patti actually had 71. Kailumnn had 57. Daryl had 56. Gina actually fell out of the iSports Radio Hall of Fame in this day, but she was in the top 6, so she survived with 50. Adam had 17. Okay. We move forward into the final 6, and there come the Niner faithful, because, well, Turban Patriot would finish with 149. Gina G had 85 to finish off the race, and she is here today. Ladies and gentlemen, it brings me great pleasure to go ahead and talk with her for her induction here today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the one and the only Gina G! What's going on, Gina? How you doing today?
Yay!
She said yay. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. What a race. Gina, I can't believe, I didn't even realize that. You actually fell out of contention at the very last moment.
That's crazy. But, you know, we all have our bad days once in a while. So, I mean, we all know, like, we have those days when we do our podcast. Just that one shaky day where we're like, what happened? You know, like some big technical issue, or, you know, our voice wasn't right, or we didn't prepare as well and just all went to shit or something.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, I know exactly what that feels like, trust me. So, I've had a few of those shows, Gina. I've had a few of those shows. So, I gotta tell you this, Gina G. You, ma'am, have done so much in so little time. Taryn says here, Larry, it's about to bot me tomorrow. What? Bot me to... maybe he was... I don't know. But he says, Gina had the Niner faithful by her side. I knew she would make it. Gina G, I'm just going to be real with you. I knew you'd make it as well. It was not really a question if you were going to get in. I just was wondering if you were going to be first or second. I mean, seriously, that's pretty much what it was for me, because the first freaking, I mean, historically in the last three face-offs, in the last 3 Hall of Fame votings, the people who were like super duper crazy high in the very beginning, well, let's just say they usually make it. They've all made it. So you started off huge in the round of 32, the very first round, with 71. You towered over everybody. Even Turban Patriot, he had 57, but you were still, had a good amount over him. And I'm just saying, you looked great early on. And Gina G, you made it happen. Amazing stuff there. You got people out there to get you them votes, and you have a huge following. These people love you, and they definitely want to see you. And now, Gina, you get to rock your gold T-shirt that nobody else but you 16 have. So,
I have to say I owe it to one of the first things I have to say is I owe it to whoever nominated me. I didn't know I made such a, impression on whoever nominated me. So whoever you are in IE Sports Radio, thank you, because obviously I wouldn't be on this list if it weren't for that person or persons. So I owe a debt of gratitude to whoever that was.
Well, whoever that was, thank you very much, because they were on the IE Sports Radio team, of course. There's a lot of us, so the only way you can get a nomination is to be nominated by somebody in IE Sports Radio. So one of our hosts or our PR department, somebody, of course, belonging to it, gave Gina the nomination, and well, that's it. That's where we got all these people from. I nominated quite a few, and I'm really glad that we had ourselves quite the turnout, and this is the 4th year. Gina G, you have done amazing things in so little time. Oh my gosh. I mean, can we just go ahead and get on with this? You, Gina G, you have come in, you had the #1 show 1 week by far, and you took
Actually,
off.
It was 2 weeks, but I'm not bragging.
Okay, well, 2 weeks. Yeah, you were up there. You had a huge listening, just lots of awesome things, and then, of course, a brief hiatus for personal reasons, and you came back, and you picked up right where you left off, had a great show this past Tuesday, and now, Gina, we're just so excited. That things...
I am too.
You know, I mean, Taryn says here, I'm 95% sure I nominated Gina.
How very nice. And it was funny too because I said I nominate Taryn in the public chat, you know, and he's like, I'm already in the hall, or someone said he's already in the Hall of Fame, and I was like, oh. So everyone already knew that I was nominating him, and I was like, I guess I was supposed to do that privately, but oh well.
Oh, you are good. You are good. No, who was it you nominated?
Taryn.
Oh, that's right. Well, yeah, Taryn's already in. That's right. Sorry. Well, yeah, Taryn, you're a little, you're a few months too late for that one. But no, last year, Gina, it was an honor. I'll tell you right now, it was an absolute honor inducting Taryn. Because Taryn, of course, you know, Taryn does it all around here, but sell popcorn. So, I mean, he's the man. And having him in last year was very special. It was pretty awesome having this guy a part of it, and it was just awesome. So, I got to tell you, it was just really cool to have you a part of, this whole process. And you came in and made such an impression. You came in and just made it happen, Gina. You showed what a podcaster can do so quickly. You know, you really made it happen early. You got a ton of listeners. Everything I've ever asked. That's why I'm telling you, you're a Niner fan, so I love to relate it to somebody on your team, and that's why I always say you are like the Deebo Samuel of IE Sports Radio, Gina.
Aww.
Because I'm telling you, Deebo Samuel, you know damn well, Gina, if they were to ask him to line up at guard, he wouldn't even ask a question. He'd just be like, all right. Like, he don't care. Like, Deebo Samuel is so excited to play football. He's so athletic, and he's just so, like, happy to be a Niner, to be playing football professionally. I'm seriously, you can ask him to do pretty much whatever on the field, and he's going to line up and make it happen. He's going to give everything he can to that position, no matter what. And I'll tell you right now, he is on his way. He is on his way to making history for the Niners, I believe. That young man is just such a great, talented athlete. But this show is not about Deebo Samuel. It's about Gina. It is our Gina, our Deebo Samuel.
Well, and I also wanted to thank you for entrusting me in, like allowing me to do things that, like, for example, I had just started like 2 or so episodes. And when Amanda came on, you said, Gina, I need you to train Amanda how to do, the podcast on, a Chromebook, because no one else knew how to do that. And I literally learned myself, like I trained myself because no one else knew how to do it on a Chromebook. And I was like, what? I just started. And you're like, I trust you. And I was like, okay. So that was pretty cool, and, she's still here, so I must have done a good job, just from what I could do. So that was cool, and just all the accolades I've gotten, and, also stepping up and being part of the executive team, even though, we're still doing a little bit here and there for me to move up and everything. But, and then, of course, I want to thank all my Niner Empire and all the people who voted for me, and all the, my Warriors friends, and go Giants, go Niners, go Warriors, even go Sharks, and go Earthquakes.
Well, Gina, go Galaxy. Anyway, with that said,
what's that?
I said, okay, Gina, go Galaxy, whatever. He's playing. No, just kidding. Hey, no, Gina, honestly, I love it. And see, that's what a sports fan's all about. And that's what you came in. And the crazy part is, Gina, that's what I'm telling you. You came in as one of those people. We have a couple more here at iSports Radio that are just like you, that were like that before, of course, you came here. But I'm just saying, you're a prime example of them. They deserve to be in the iSports Radio Hall of Fame, too. I'm talking about Davidson Crooks and Dentarius Locke. But, and, of course, we have some more, but that's a long list. We have some great people here at iSports Radio. All of you are amazing. You all deserve to be in the iSports Radio Hall of Fame. But I'll tell you right now, you came in and just you made it happen. You made it happen. You went all out. You accrued a bunch of listeners. I said, Gina, all we need is a few tweets a day. Gina says, hold my beer. I mean, like, Gina busted out on her account, repping the NorCal Sports account, and this woman is tweeting like freaking 55 tweets a minute. I mean, I'm over here like, hey, Gina, can you do me a favor and follow like the smaller colleges? Sure. She's over here freaking tweeting about all these little smaller schools, and over here she's talking about Cal and Stanford, and all of these schools. She took over Fresno State. I mean, she is just literally going all out, and I am loving every bit of it. And Celia and I are just blown away about how fast she moved up with all of that, and it was just a wonderful. So when she was nominated,
I'm just a sports fanatic, so it's what I got. It's my hobby to like just love sports. Period. I mean, I've always loved sports. I'm 47 years old. I've seen 5 49ers Super Bowls. My parents were at the catch, so enough said.
Wow, that's amazing.
I mean, I watched it on TV, so I saw it myself.
That is amazing, Gina. See, so you're a true fan through and through, and that just shows, it just screams through, it bleeds through so easily, your fandom, because you went all out. We gave you opportunity to do a podcast, and you literally like damn near took over the station. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. You really gave your all. And yeah, we moved you up now, and you'll be helping us make some decisions and all these great things. And that's what I'm saying. I related you to Deebo Samuel because no matter what I've asked, hey Gina, can you get to know this? Can you get to know some of the smaller schools? No problem. Hey Gina, can you learn some other sports that you may not know? Sure. Hey Gina, could you? I mean, like, oh my gosh, like that's the kind of people that not just a team like this, not just businesses, not just teams on the field or on the court or on the ice or in the arena. That is what I'm talking about. That is the kind of person that everybody needs on their team. And if you have a whole bunch of those, you have an amazing team. The ones that don't even ask a question. It's just like, hey, give me my assignment, I'm going to go conquer. And that is exactly what you came in as, Gina, and you're still that woman today, and you keep it going, and you keep fighting, and that's the reason why you're here today. That's the reason why you were nominated, and, well, hey, all of your listeners and fans and friends and family and everybody else took over and got you here. But I'll tell you what, you definitely earned it, and it is just, it's very awesome to have you a part of this. So, Gina G, take it away.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Your official induction, ladies and gentlemen, inducted officially into the IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame, Class 2021, Woo! Gina G. Gina, talk to the people real quick.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I'm honored and humbled and privileged.
Well, it is great to have you aboard, and it is awesome. So with that said, go ahead and talk to them. Let everybody know whatever you want to say, however you want to say it. Go ahead and take away your few moments here at this show.
I'm just honored, and this is just a humbling experience. And doing this podcast has been a tremendous experience, something that I totally enjoy, that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm extremely grateful. And I get to do what I love doing, which is just blabbing about sports and my favorite teams. And I'm just honored, extremely honored. And I love working with everybody at IE Sports Radio. And I just hope that whoever's listening listens to all the podcasts, not just mine. And that's it.
You know what? That is also another applause. I'm sorry, that deserves the applause. Yes, Gina, absolutely. I love it. And see, that's what I'm telling you, team player. Listen to all of it. Enjoy us all. Take what you like and dislike from everybody. I'm a diehard Raider fan. I'm such a diehard, I can't stand them half the time. But I'll tell you what. I love it because I get to enjoy the whole NFL. I get a Sunday ticket every year because Well, at least for the last couple of years now, because I enjoy all football. I don't give a crap. My team does not have to be playing at all. I enjoy
all the games.
Right?
I watch them all. And even when they're boring, I might throw on basketball and watch like Lakers versus whoever, just because I want to make fun of the Lakers.
Ha ha ha. No matter what your motivation is, no matter what your motivation is to enjoy sports, enjoy them all. And that's something we love to promote here. Enjoy all sports, get out of your comfort zone, enjoy different sports here and there. And that's with us too, Gina, same thing. Enjoy these different shows, enjoy all these podcasters. They do so much.
Talented.
Very talented. I mean, our team is huge. I can't believe this. We're at like 31 or 32 shows now.
Wow, it's covering the whole country. And who knows, one day could get somebody internationally. And Canada, Toronto, who knows?
Yeah, exactly, and it's coming. So I'll tell you right now, Gina G, this is just, it's special. You got Taryn, you got Angela in the chat room cheering you on.
Yep.
So, by the way, two IE Sports Radio Hall of Famers. Angela, actually, the second IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer ever. So she is, of course, a big part of this, and glad to have her a part, of this as well. And Angela, class of 2018, the very first class ever.
Woo!
That's right. She was here a couple years ago. She got in. Her amazing story of why she's a Cardinals fan. Ask her, because we've told that story so many times here at IE Sports Radio, but she's incredible. Taryn, of course, is doing so much, being inducted last year into the class of 2020. And here you are today, Gina G, class of 2021. Glad to have you a part of this. And, you definitely earned that gold shirt. So I can't wait to send it out to you.
Thank you so much. And thanks to everyone who voted. And what's up to everyone in the chat room. And congratulations to all the fellow inductees. Everyone deserves it. And, of course, to all the ones who were nominated that didn't make it. You guys are going to make it next time. So, yeah. Everyone has something to look forward to because it's a great group of people.
Yeah, absolutely, Gina, and you are awesome. I mean, you brought a Patreon, you know what I mean? Bay Area Raised Apparel, big ups to them, and just, so many great things you've done here, and we're just so happy and blessed to have you aboard. So, Gina G, this is your time. We appreciate you so much for being here today. You have earned every bit of this, and like I said, Celia and I are so thrilled to have you part of the team. We cannot wait to mail off your gold shirt, and you can rep it proud, and you earned that thing, Gina.
Thank you. Thanks, Larry and Cecilia. Thank you both.
You are very welcome, and, we will be talking to you soon, Gina. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thanks, you too.
Take care, Gina. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye. All right, y'all. That was Miss Gina G. One more time. Can we get a hand clap? Yeah. All right, y'all. We're taking ourselves a quick break, and when we get back, we're talking. Y'all smell that? Y'all smell that Saints gumbo cooking? Oh, it's been long overdue. And Kailumnn Reynolds has finally made it to the IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be talking with Kailumnn Reynolds up next. You're listening to our very special IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame Class of 2021 Induction Ceremony edition of The Defining Moment. Right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
From the shores of the Puget Sound to the rushing waters of the Columbia River, stretching across the Great Cascades, and on IE Sports Radio lives the Northwest Territory Sports Show, hosted by me, Brad Buckingham. On this show, I cover all the great collegiate and professional sport teams that we have here in the Pacific Northwest. Of course, I'm talking about the Seattle Seahawks, Seattle Mariners, Sounders, and even the Seattle Kraken. But I can't forget all of that is good in Oregon either. I got the Trailblazers, the Oregon Ducks, the Beavers, even the Timbers, and much, much more. You can listen to the show every Sunday from 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern, noon to 1 p.m. Pacific on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
But, ladies and gentlemen, man, here we are. I can't even give the proper, intro back into the show, man. This guy's got me all smiles over here because he has earned this. He deserves it. Ladies and gentlemen, it brings me great pleasure to bring you another legend here at IE Sports Radio. He came on the phone right now, all super happy. And, man, the guy, if you ever want your spirits raised, man, you just got to talk to Kailumnn or check out his social media or something because he's going to make you smile. He's going to make you laugh. He's going to give you the goodness of just being alive and well and happy and deliver that love of God. This man is incredible. And, we all serve our Almighty Father, and it's just amazing that this guy right here, it just shines through him. God shines through him. And I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy to have him here today. He made it, and, well, let's just go ahead and get that going and get this introduction out the way. Ladies and gentlemen, here talking to him for his up-team time here on IE Sports Radio, he is now IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer, Class 2021, Mr. Kailumnn Reynolds. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Larry? Man, hey, man, thank you, man. Oh, man. Woo, man, this is huge right here, baby. It's big, buddy.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Kailumnn, brother, you are in, man. You made it. You have, this is long overdue. You deserve so much, man. You deserve this so much. And just knowing that, the time you put in, the effort, on the show a couple weeks ago, on the showcase show, you in the chat room, Taryn says, Mr. Gumbo himself. That's right, man. I'm telling you, when you smell that gumbo, that Saints gumbo, he ain't too far away. Kailumnn's somewhere around here. So I'll tell you what, man. This guy, you heard him. If you listen to the show that, if you listened to the showcase show for the Elite Eight on Christmas Eve, you heard Kailumnn. You heard how he was a part of 3 and Out for a while. He was, for a full season, or I believe 2 seasons. He was everywhere, man. He's been a part of IE Sports Radio for a while as a host. He's been a fan. He's been every time, man, I call for a primetime face-off. I think once, every time, but like once or twice, because this man had church. I mean, that's seriously, he's been in the car on primetime face-offs. Every time. You can't get him away from IE Sports Radio. And ladies and gentlemen, his journey is amazing. He has made a push in the different direction of health in his life. He's done so many things. He's about to start preaching the word of God. I mean, this man has done so many amazing things that, sir, you deserve every bit of this honor. Kailumnn, it is a pleasure to have you in this IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame, brother.
Hey, man, thank you, Larry. Thank you, man, to the entire IE Sports Radio family. I mean, the listeners, the followers, the family, the participators. I mean, you yourself with the hard work you've done. And like I told you, everyone on the show a couple weeks ago, man, I've been with you behind the scenes, the text messaging and the phone calls, how we talk about how you can improve some things, how we can do some things. And, man, this is big. I was just telling a lot of my friends, they was asking me about it, how, I made it in, how I feel. I'm like, some people just say, is this something that you just do as a hobby? But, man, I live, I breathe, I think I die, live, breathe, die sports. And I live and breathe, die family, man. I think this right here is bigger than just, just talking about, analytics things. It's like a family. And, I mean, it makes me feel appreciated, but also it makes your time and your effort worth it all, man. Like I say, I don't even know what to say, man. I mean, I'm looking at the people that have made it into the Hall of Fame. I follow them, I listen to some of their thoughts, and read some of their articles, and I'm like, hold on, I'm in a conversation with these people? I'm like, just little me from the bayou, you met me on Twitter one day, and I'm like, well, you want to do a primetime face? I'm like, yeah, I talk about the Saints. I just talk some BS, a little bit right quick, but it developed something much bigger than that. And man, I'm lost for words. I'm just grateful, man.
Well, brother, it is just so great to have you aboard, man. It's true. You put forth so much time and effort into this. You put so much work into IA Sports Radio, and some people don't even know how much. But it's true. You've been a part of the meetings. You've been a part of just all of these things. And as I always say, man, though you aren't hosting the show, I still feel to this day that you are a part of this. You are always going to be a part of the IA Sports Radio family, no matter what, hosting the show or co-hosting or not, any of it, just listening. We just appreciate you, man. So let's take a quick look here. Terrence says, same here, Kailumnn. And Angela says, we love having you in the IA Sports Radio family. IA Sports family. So we appreciate you so much for that and the chat room, everybody. Kailumn, you started off, brother. Oh, what was that?
No, I was just saying thank you. I was just saying thank you.
Absolutely, brother. Well, you started things off in the round of 32. Kailumn, you were third overall. You had 22 votes in the round of 32, and you looked pretty good. Then into the second round, you were also third again with 19. Into this fourth round, into the Sweet 16, you finished third again, Kailumn, with 25 votes. You were up and around the top of every one of these rounds in the top 3, and we get to the Elite 8, man. And where were you? Number 3 again with 20 votes. We get into the Elite 8. That was day number 1. Then we move into the next day on Sunday. You were still in third place with 20. We skipped Monday, but you went on. You dropped a little bit. You fell a little bit to 4 on Tuesday the 28th. On Wednesday the 29th, you jumped back up by 1 vote. You fell back to Daryl. You and Daryl were battling. Daryl went up to third. Yeah, man. And Daryl, man, unfortunately didn't get in, but he'll be on the ballot next year. But Daryl had 32. You had 26. Well, then, Kailumn, you come back, brother. You had 32. You had 33. He had 32 at the end of Wednesday night on the 29th. Then on to Thursday, before we jumped into the Elite 6, into the final 6, you jump back up, and wouldn't you know it, Daryl also had a big surge of votes. You jumped ahead of him just as you were in the day before. You had 33 votes, he had 32 votes. Well, guess what? This time around, and that was third and fourth, this time around on Thursday, you were third and fourth again. You had 57 votes, he had 56 votes. Then into the final 6, man. Daryl actually did not make the cut because out of nowhere, Patti came up and surpassed you even, knocking you to 4th by 2 votes. She had 72, you had 70, Daryl had 63, and in the final day, man, wouldn't you know it, that was the final 6. And there it was, man. You got knocked back just a little bit, but you still got in, man. You were the final one in this year. By 2 votes, you missed third place, but you came in 4th. And man, it was good enough to have you here into the IA Sports Radio Hall of Fame, brother. And the rest is history. You made it, man. So how about that race?
Hey, man, it was crazy, man, because, I was, sharing it. I'm texting people and, man, vote for me. I need your vote. And I'm like, I'm small on Twitter, so I'm like, I try to, get my social media involved, but it wasn't biting. And I'm like, man, these people on this Twitter, they live and breathe this. I mean, like Gina, I think Gina was like 2,000 or something like that. I was looking at her followers and her interaction, like, hold on, Gina, you can spit to the finish line, I'm like, I'm like, oh man, like all these people that, I follow and, I'm friends with all them, I'm like, it's like a piece of work for them. And then I'm like, okay, well, Fat Mac, what you gonna do? I'm like, well, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna live by what I've always been true to myself, and I just start sharing to people. And they voted for me. Then when you change it up to the end, I'm like, oh, I gotta ask the same people to vote again. Hold on, Larry B, stop. So I reached out to the Who That Nation, man. Hey, shout out to Book, man. My boy Book, I met him through you, man, and he got some of his friends and stuff to vote for me, and that kind of got me in the last little push. Man, but I mean, I'm grateful, man. I'm humbled. I was the last one to get in. I don't care. I got in, man. Shout out to all the voters, all the friends, all the followers, even to my boy Darryl that didn't get in, man. I mean, I'm just grateful, man. The race was great. It shows that, you interact with people, who listening. And you got a couple of people that, that I feel like I'm a fan favorite, certain ones. And, hey, man, all y'all support, man. I love y'all. I thank y'all, man. It's just grateful to be at this place.
Man, I'm over here smiling, man. Kailumn, no, I'm with you, brother. And then it's kind of funny. A mistake made it, honestly, kind of funny. There was all kinds of mistakes in this iSports Radio Hall of Fame. Usually it starts on Thanksgiving night. We're on Thanksgiving, and the round of 32 goes, then it's the round of 24, then I go to the round of 16, the Sweet 16, then I go to actually a round of 12. After the round of 12, we get to the Elite 8, and then out of those 8, the top 4 get in. Well, guess what? I screwed this up big time. As I've been, it's kind of funny. Sometimes the most beautiful things can come out of the biggest mistakes, and it's crazy. I screwed the pooks this year, man. I messed up with the voting this year. I went Thanksgiving night. Well, Thanksgiving was the round of 32. The next week was the round of 24. Then we went into the round of the Sweet 16. Well, Kailumn, I guess I channeled my inner March Madness and forgot that there was a round of 12. So I'm over here posting everything up for the Elite 8. Well, Kailumn, I was quick to retract because I was like, wait a minute, Elite 8? Wait a minute. Oh, I missed a round of 12, man. So we didn't end up having that round. I'm sorry. We were going into the Elite 8, and I said, you know what, man, we got to stop because I want to make sure it stays consistent with New Year's Eve and with all that good stuff. We start the new year off with the induction. Last year I didn't even get to it till like freaking May. It was crazy, man, crazy year. But Kailumn, we got ourselves a structure now. It was cool because the Elite 8 had a chance to sit that entire week, man. It's kind of like Alabama and Georgia right now. I know. You know, I know you're a cat, brother.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that one too much, man.
I know. But I'm just saying, it's kind of like, it's kind of like that, brother. It's kind of like you kind of have a little bit of time to sit, and it sucks because you're like, you know what I mean? All we can do is practice. So it's kind of crazy because that was the week, Christmas week, where Christmas Eve, of course, we had the show where it's like a showcase. Well, I thought that was pretty cool, and I was like, you know what? We should do that. That would be cool every year. That was cool. It came out of a mistake. Then, Kailumn, oh my gosh, I put up the voting polls, and I don't know how I missed this, but I end up making one of the polls for the Elite 8 a day shorter than the other. So I remember Daryl put in the chat room, hey, man, we only got 4 more hours left. And I was like, no, you got a day and 4 hours left. He's like, oh, okay. Well, 4 hours passed, and Kailumn, I'll be darned, man. I look, and one of the polls finished, and I was like, "Oh no! Like, what can I do? Like, I'm telling my fiance Cecilia, like, what are we gonna do? Like,
right?
If I allow the next votes to go in the other poll that's still active, that's not fair to the ones whose poll stopped a day early. That's my fault. So I was like, you know what? I got an idea. I'll just cut the other poll right now. It doesn't count no more. The other one stopped, and I'll make the final 6. So it's kind of like the college football playoff, to where we have the first 2 out and the 4 that actually get in, and the 4 will be the Hall of Fame. So I was like, Cecilia was like, that's a great idea. I was like, right, that's a great idea. I didn't talk about the college football playoff or anything. Like I said, you know what I mean? Like, that's a great idea. I mean, she knows about it, but I'm just saying I didn't run that by her. But I said, that sounds like a great idea. She's like, yeah, great idea. So wouldn't you know it, man, I put the last 3. I put 3 in one group, 3 in the other, NBA style, 1 versus, inside the chats, of course, 1 to 6. 2 to 5 and all that good stuff, and 3 to 4, and then 3 by itself, and the next one. But I did that, put them in the voting, man, and there it was for the last 24 hours. It was a push. I was having fun driving it at the end, just putting it out there, and that's how it became. And now it's kind of funny because every year now, that's exactly what we're going to do. So New Year's Eve is going to be as nerve-wracking as it was for you, for everybody else who gets into the final 6. So there you go, Kailumn. That's the story of how everything got so messed up. It actually turned out to be something pretty cool.
Hey man, with all the kinks and the the bruises and everything, man, I got in, so I'm grateful, man.
Colin says, I don't even care. I got in. It doesn't even matter. I'm with it, brother. Well, Colin, with that said, brother, we got a few moments left here, so what I want to do is just give you the mic, brother. Let the Saints, man, the Who Dat Nation came through for you. Boot came through for you. Colin, can you please talk to the people, man? Anything you want to say, whatever you feel like saying, man, the floor is yours.
Hey, man, listen, first of all, foremost, again, I want to thank our leader, our big brother. I want to say thank you to Larry B, man. LB, man, he's solid. LB 53, my boy Larry has been solid since the first time I met him. This dude puts his hard blood, work, sweat, and tears into everything that he does. Man, y'all continue to keep Larry in your heart, mind, and prayers. Continue to work, Larry. To the IE Sports Radio family, man, I love each and every one of y'all. Continue with the great content. Whatever your sport is, be the best at it. Whatever you do, if you're writing, if you recording videos, if you just jotting notes, be the best at it. To all our followers, individually, our family, our friends, man, we love y'all. We thank y'all for your support, for your votes, not just in this year, but all the upcoming years and every endeavor of your life. Continue to push. And to my family, my friends, my Who Dat Nation, Book, all of y'all that voted for me, that support me, my new followers, I thank you sincerely from the depth of my heart. Hey, man, Who Dat Nation, y'all need to stand up. We need all y'all croaking loud this Sunday. We playing our rivals. Yes, I do it. We're playing our rivals this Sunday, the Atlanta Falcons. We win, and we have a chance to watch the 49ers and Rams to see if the Who Dat Nation can sneak into the playoffs. Hey, man, I'm going to be hollering Who Dat all the way to the pot because I smell some Saints gumbo cooking this Sunday. So y'all follow my Saints. Y'all follow me. And also, before I get my final close, because Larry likes my close, LB, I don't know if everybody be paying attention, LB, but it is Larry B, my big brother, my boy, and Fat Mac in the IE Sports Radio Fantasy Football Super Bowl this Sunday. We're in it, and I don't know if people are ready for it, but me and Larry B is heading for the championship trophy in that this Sunday. And yes, Larry B, my lineup has been set all week, brother. You going down, LB. You are going down, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the correct. So, Cecilia and I wanted her to play. She says, let me test it out and let's have a team together. I says, all right. And we end up saying we're going to do this. And we wanted to have a team now from now on together. Well, wouldn't you know it, Kailumnn? Her and I drafted a team into the IE Sports Radio Bowl. We put it together, and wouldn't you know it, man, here we are right now. That's right. So this coming weekend, we are set and ready to go to battle, and I just hate to say this. We switched it up, and I'm so mad about this. I mean, I'm not going to get into none of the controversy, none of that, but unfortunately, we had Antonio Brown. Well, we had to switch it up, and we went and got Pringle instead. But, man, that was a tough one. But, Kailumnn, I ain't even going to use that as nothing. Like, we're going to come at you full force, brother. So, it's going to be a good one, man.
I'm ready. And people, whoever listening right now, I hope Terry is still watching, listening. Terry, hey, LB was going to try to sneak it in on me, but I had to sneak it in on him first, Terry. He's going down this Sunday, my man. Hey, listeners, this is what we do, man. This is what we do. We have friendly fire. It's all love. It's all sports. It's all family. It's all IE Sports Radio. Oh, I like that. It's all family. It's all fun. It's all family. It's IE Sports. I like that.
I like
it's
it
kind of
too.
catchy. I like that. It's kind of catchy. But listen, if I know time is far spent, Larry B. So listen. Hey, congratulations to my other 3 inductees on today. Congratulations to all the Hall of Famers in the alumni in the past, and to the future Hall of Famers. If you're not a Hall of Famer on IE Sports Radio, you're a Hall of Famer in your own world. Be the best. So listen, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, you follow me at FatMac_K. That's FATMAC_K. That's Faith and Trials Make a Christian. With helping hands and loving hearts, we will make the world a better place. Let's do it. Let's stand up, people. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. Yo, Ladies and gentlemen, my boy Kailumnn Reynolds, man, brother, I love you, man. I'm so glad you're a part of this. You are the man, and this is gonna be this is amazing having you here. It's amazing having you part of the family. It's amazing to go heads up with you in fantasy football. You got the damn chat room freaking out over here, saying all these crazy things, and man, Kailumnn, I'm just excited, brother. So with that said, man, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for just being a part of the iSports Radio family, and now you get a gold T-shirt, man, coming your way. You, my friend, are a part.
I need it. My other one, you know, with the weight loss, my other one is like a sheet now, so I need it. You know what I'm saying? my other shirt is like a nightgown now. You know, so it's time for upgrade. You know.
Hey, Kailumnn, I'm just so happy, man. Like for real, this has just been wonderful, and honestly, brother, I'm just so glad that I'm going to send you another shirt, and just in time, like you said, man. Fat Mac 2.0's in the house, and we gotta get you a new shirt, man. This time, it's an IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame shirt, brother. So with that said, man, we appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being here today, man, and we will look to have you back very soon here on IE Sports Radio, brother.
Hey, yes, sir, man. Much love to everyone. Y'all have a blessed night, man. And, hey, remember, keep the Who That alive. Hey, if your team already in, kill us on to victory, baby. Much love.
Much love, brother. Hey, take care, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye-bye.
Take care, brother. All right, y'all. Kailumnn the Fat Mac, man. When we come back, we got one more coming your way, and I think y'all know about this one because she knows how to circle the wagons like her bills. Ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, we are inducting Miss Patti Bax right here on a very special IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame class, the 2021 induction ceremony edition of The Defining Moment. Right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
What is going on, everybody? This is Ben Matello, the host of the Yinza Report, right here on IE Sports Radio. I'm bringing you the latest in the Steel City, the City of Champions, from the Steelers, the Penguins, the Pirates, as well as the college game with both Penn State and Pitt. You could join me every Tuesday afternoon at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right here on IE Sports Radio, where I'll be talking about everything from the Steel City, the City of Champions, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Well, we made it. We have just one more inductee. Kind of funny, because the order today went 1, 2, 4, 3, because, well, we just inducted the fourth member of the IE Sports Radio family in, Mr. Kailumnn Reynolds. Kind of funny how they get swamped places, but it doesn't matter, because, well, this is kind of funny how it ended up that way in the first place. But I do got to say, these people are incredible, and they are what make IE Sports Radio what IE Sports Radio is. As I always say, y'all, big ups to the man above. That's right. Where's that applause button at, y'all? That's right. Big ups to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, nothing is possible. And of course, not IE Sports Radio, not you, not me, nobody. And of course, big ups to all you listeners out there, y'all, because we're going to hit that applause button one more time for y'all, because without you guys, IE Sports Radio is not possible. So we just want to appreciate you all so very much and tell you that we thank you like crazy, and we love you like crazy, and we are so happy that you guys are a part of us. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, the final inductee of the day. Oh my goodness. This is a wild one. This one, she's just, you can't script this kind of stuff. You can't script it. You can't. So we're going to start things out here with the round of 32. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Patti Bax jumped on here with 12 votes. I actually screwed around, and I don't know how I got this backwards, but she was actually the 5th person in the round of 32. So she was outside looking in after the very first round. Well, in the second round, the round of 24, Patti done ramped it up, but not a lot, because she only had in the first one 12 votes, leaving her just outside. Andrew Hagenball had 15. Then Patti comes up with 15 of her own in the next round, but she tied with Andrew Hagenball for 4th place. Well, she would graduate on into the Sweet 16. Well, guess what? Patti would this time outdo Andrew Hagenball, 20 votes to 17 to secure 4th place into the Elite 8. Now, as I was telling Kailumnn right now, I screwed up, but how beautiful things can come from mistakes sometimes. I screwed up and, missed the round of 12, but kind of cool because now we have that showcase week for Christmas Eve. And, well, Patti ended up getting in, of course, into the Elite 8. After a week of sitting and talking with her on the show for Christmas Eve, for the showcase show, we have the Elite 8 where Patti makes it. However, Larry B, being a stress ball and, having all kinds of errors going on this year and this crazy, last year, another error occurs. And we go into the Elite 8. Patti's doing great. Day number 1 on Saturday, Patti is actually not doing so great at all. She had 2 votes. Patti was at the bottom, you guys. Patti had 2 votes. Womp, womp, womp. Turban had 63. Gina had 31. Kailumnn had 20. Daryl had 17. Those were the first 4 in. Then we had the runners-up. Adam Karnick had 16. Andrew Hagenball had 11. John Felipe had 3. And there's Patti bringing up the caboose of the train here with 2. We go into Sunday. Patti ramps it up just a little bit, as she was still in the bottom half of the Elite 8 in 7th with 9 votes. Drew had 11. John had 4. She was right in between those two. We skipped Monday. On to Tuesday. She ramped it up just a little bit more, but it still wasn't good enough, you guys, as the top 4, Turban Jas with 94, Gina with 50, Daryl with 32, and Kailumnn with 26. Patti tried so hard, but she still wouldn't be good enough to get in with a total of 23, as she was down to Kailumnn by 3. Kailumnn had 26, she had 23, therefore she was at the cut. Wednesday, the 29th happens. And what happens? Absolutely nothing. She had 23 votes. Well, guess what? As she was trying to get people to vote for her, guess what happened? Other people were also getting votes. Turban had 94, Gina had 50, Kailumnn had 33, Daryl had 32, and though Patti managed to get a few more votes, 6 more to be precise, she had 29, still on the outside looking in. On Thursday, New Year's Eve, Turban had 97, and something amazing happened. Patti had 29 votes the day before on the 29th. On the 29th, she had 29. Okay. The very next day, on Thursday, the 30th, Patti goes from the outside looking in at 5th place to 2nd place with 71 votes, you guys. She comes up with 71 votes, dropping Kailumnn to 3rd with 57, dropping Daryl to 4th with 56, dropping Gina to 5th with 50, and dropping Adam to 6th with 17. Well, guess what? I made another blip because I screwed up and somehow made the final 2 voting polls for the Elite 8 one day shorter than the other. So I talked to Cecilia and we decided we'll cut it right here. The other one doesn't even count no more, and we'll make a brand new round. It'll be the final day of the year. It's the final 6 where we make a push. And then Patti hits me up out of nowhere. I was like, what happened? I was doing so good. Now I'm starting over. Are you serious? I thought legitimately Patti was mad at me. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Patti. And she was like, it's all good. Patti just took it kind of like how the Bills did back in I believe, 92 when they circled the wagons versus the Oilers. And I'll tell you right now, Patti came out of this thing in the final six. Ladies and gentlemen, she came out of nowhere. Patti had nothing. All those 71 votes were gone. We had the final six poll. Turban had 149. Gina G had 85. Ladies and gentlemen, Patti not only got into the iSports Radio Hall of Fame, she bumped Kailumnn out of the way by 2 votes with 72 to be third place in. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad to bring her here today. It gives me great pleasure to introduce a woman who has been on countless primetime face-offs. She's undefeated. She has just been all over iSports Radio. Last Christmas, she had her husband order a iSports Radio shirt with my signature on it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to have her here. It is time for none other than the one, the only, the legend herself, Miss Patti Banks. What's going on, Patti?
Oh my gosh, Larry, thank you so much. It's truly an honor. I'm just humbled beyond belief to be here. And when I think of the journey to get here, it's pretty amazing. And I can't thank the Bills Mafia enough for all the votes.
Patti, you're incredible. I mean, you know, I was a little scared for you because I was like, man,
I was too.
Yeah, you were like, I mean, but it's so fitting, Patti. You're a Bills fan, and
yeah.
You know, I'm just saying, the Bills own the biggest comeback of all time in NFL history. Patti,
correct.
You have, I mean, it's incredible. You came on here. Well, you've been on 3 and Out before, of course, talking the preview of your Bills in 8 divisions in 8 days. You bring songs with you bring poems with you. Then you're over here you're composing songs now. I mean, I'm just saying, you bring all of these incredible things. I just got to say my extreme apologies. I couldn't get to it in the last minute. Well, actually, I couldn't get it to work, of course, to putting on your video of your last song, so it was never aired on 3 and Out when Chris was on versus Beantown Brandon. But I'll tell you right now, Patti, we gotta get that up there one day, but you are awesome. You have made this leap into the iSports Radio Hall of Fame. You are very, very welcome. And well, there's only one thing left to do, and that's put you in here in the iSports Radio Hall of Fame for good. So with that said, Patti, I'm going to go ahead and shut up now, and you go ahead and take the mic. Everyone's in the chat room saying congratulations to you. You got your fellow classmates in here, Angela and Kailumnn. You got a peer who's also in the iSports Radio Hall of Fame, Taryn. They're all cheering you on, saying congratulations. Kailumnn says, "Sing, Patti."
Well, I'm not going to be singing, but I'm going to change it up a little bit, Larry. I've actually taken your name and made an acronym. So we're going to take Larry, and in honor of this special moment of this indoctrination here, I'd like to say that L out of Larry is for lovable. Because you're just like a lovable big teddy bear, Larry. You just are so amazing. A is for awesome, because you have brought so much joy to fan bases all across this country. R is for resilient. You are truly resilient, despite, some technology glitches, whatever it might be. You just always bounce back. R, you're remarkable. What you've been able to accomplish, especially during this pandemic, has been amazing. And you've just brought so much joy to my life. And why? There's a little harder letter to get, was yearning. You have that intense feeling of compassion and warmth for others and wanting to make the world a better place. So there's my acronym for Larry. Congratulations on being the person you are, the great person you are. And then I have an acronym for Bill. B is for the best team and the fans in the world. I is for inspirational. Whenever there is a cause, Bills Mafia is there to give. Andy Dalton, Lamar Jackson, Trey White, Josh Allen, Steve Tasker, the visual impairment, We were giving to the Visual Impairment Fund because the refs were blind in our eyes. So everybody benefits from Bills Mafia. We're loyal, we're lovable, and most of all, we're special. You hear this from players, from other fans. We hear it from alumni. We're just a really special breed, the Bills Mafia. And finally, to end on a little brief poem, this honor today is not just for me. I'm accepting it on behalf of Bills Mafia all over the world as far as the eye can see. I'm humbled, I'm honored, and grateful to be in this call. It's just the beginning, Larry, the start of it all. Go Bills.
Patti Facts. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman is incredible. I'll tell you right now, the grin on my face during the acronym for my name, I can't even explain it to you. That was incredible. You always find a way to make things awesome in your own way. Patti, that hit my heart, and I just want to thank you so much for that. And see, you're that person that this is your induction. This is not my induction. This is your induction, Patti. And what are you doing? You're finding a way to give this induction to everybody else, including me. I mean, are you serious? Like, that's what I'm saying, Patti. That's why we love you. This is why you're the person that you are. And I'm just so honored and blessed to have you a part of this network in some way. You're incredible, and you really, and yeah, I love this. Taryn says here, bravo, Patti. Angela says, we love some Patti, and Taryn says she never ceases to amaze. And honestly,
Patti,
thank you. It's the truth. You never cease to amaze in some way. Guess what? I think I have you all figured out. When I think, oh, she's got a poem today, awesome, or she's got a song. What? Now you're having acronyms. I can't wait to see what you got next. I mean, seriously, like you're incredible, Patti. And honestly, we're just so happy to have you a part of this. And you have just brought another gear to IE Sports Radio. I mean, just when we thought we couldn't ramp it up enough, here you come, and you just add another dynamic, and we just appreciate you so much. And you know, and I just want to, and I don't want to steal no thunder. I'm sorry, but you did mention, and this is something really cool. Because I don't know where it was. I don't know if it was on a Twitter post during the voting. I don't know where it was. I think that was where it was. But Patti, you you had mentioned something by saying that your husband is in 6 bowling Hall of Fames, and you would just like to be in. You of course want to be this one. That guy is in. First things first. Can we just get this out of the way? He's in. How do you even get in that many? Number one, and number two thing, I will never bowl against that man ever because I don't want to look stupid. Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Yeah, he's got 69 300s. And he wanted me to be in this Hall of Fame so badly. He was really, between him and my friend, who's also in 2 Hall of Fames for bowling, I just felt like getting this Hall of Fame would be really a remarkable achievement, and I'm so blessed that it actually happened. They were there to support me, and actually it was kind of funny when we saw that I was down by a couple votes. We were out to dinner on New Year's Eve, and we got the waitresses and all the patrons to help us to get some more votes.
No!
So they're all Bills fans, and we got to get somebody from the Bills Mafia into this Hall of Fame, and it's you. Let's do it. And it was awesome.
Oh.
So all around the restaurant, and people are eating their steaks and shrimp. They're texting and they're tweeting, and it was awesome.
Patti, once again, to piggyback off of what Taryn just said, you never cease to amaze because, oh my gosh. Now that I've heard that, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm talking about. That's a true diehard that's going to dig down and give everything she can, and that's what this woman did here today. Let your husband know that I think he's incredible. He's amazing. And honestly, I think everyone here at IS Sports Radio can agree. Angela says here in the chat room, your fellow Hall of Fame, the first woman to ever be inducted. She's the second person to ever be inducted into the IS Sports Radio Hall of Fame. Yeah, she is incredible. She And well, here we go again. I know she's gonna be like, "You're telling the story again," but pretty cool. She, unfortunately, and it's sad, but she's incredible. Angela, a couple years back, had breast cancer, and she fought it. She beat it by the grace of God, and the Cardinals were actually there for her. They flew her out to a game. She got to meet a lot of the players.
Wow.
That's how she became such a big Cardinals fan. And it's incredible because she told that story on 3 and Out for like 2 years running. And when the first IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame went up, I mean, you better believe I nominated her. I wanted her to be in this thing, and she freaking got in, and she is incredible. I hope you don't mind telling the story again, Angela. I'm sorry. I don't know who hasn't heard it yet because she's all over the station with that thing. But I'm just saying it's amazing, and we have amazing people like that in this Hall of Fame, and now we have somebody like yourself. We have you in here, and unfortunately, you did lose a dear friend of yours.
It actually was my sister, Larry.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Your sister.
Yeah,
my apologies.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
My Bill's Mafia sister, who Lorenzo Alexander helped to raise $10,000 and to ride for Roswell to raise money for ovarian cancer research. And while we were riding here back in Buffalo, he was riding in Arizona in the heat, and he rode 57 miles because his number was 57, and he rode all those miles just in Mary's honor because she was still alive at the time, and sadly, we lost my sister in May. But I know that this, so that's why, again, this induction is really special to me because I feel like she's with me, to receive this honor. So, really special moment.
Well, may she rest in everlasting peace. And I'll tell you right now, she is, she may be in everlasting peace, but I'll tell you what, that Bill's Mafia spirit, she's still there. And I can guarantee you, she's still cheering them on right where you are every Sunday, Patti. And it's just wonderful. In the chat room here, Angela says, "OMG, Patti, this gives me the chills." And Patti, that's incredible. And once again, may she rest in everlasting paradise. And she's certainly in all of our hearts. And by the way, Lorenzo Alexander, we've got to get him on the show. Last year, I know you gave him over to me, and we were getting all set together in the DMs. And my entire year was so crazy, especially in that second half. I never even got the chance. So now I hope he's not going, this guy's whatever. I really hope because I want to get now that everything's more steady and things are not crazy, I would love to get him on the show. One of the most feared linebackers of this last past era. That man the way he played football was a complete animalistic.
Incredible.
I loved watching him play, and I remember seeing his highlights when I was looking at him a couple months ago when you brought him on. So I got to go find that DM and I got to get in touch with him. But it would be an absolute honor to have him on the show. I guess hope he accepts my apology of my crazy life last year.
He's definitely willing. Yep, he's definitely willing to come on, and he's got so much that he's done for the community. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
It's just amazing.
It really is, and he's incredible. And you know what? Once again, just great people all the way around. And yeah, you got people in the chat room here. Terrence says, just amazing, Patti. Awesome. And yeah, we're just so happy and blessed to have you a part of this. So Patti, I know I sent you a shirt, and I was just flattered that you would ask for my signature on it. But guess what, Patti? You got another one coming your way now. And
all right.
This one's a different color because it's one of 16. Only 6. I mean, of course, Cecilia and I have one because, they're ours. You know what I mean? But it's only 16. Well, 15 other people besides yourself that are actually in the Hall of Fame. Cecilia and I are not. But but only 15 others have this exact shirt. Well, actually, only 12 right now, but I'll be sending out the other 50. Of course, the 4 coming up. We'll be sending out the other 4. But you will have one of only, a few of its kind. And it is awesome to be able to give that to you. And you know what? You have earned every bit of having of earning that shirt. So Patti, you're incredible. We thank you so much for this. And what a great way to end off the show. You were the final one in. Ladies and gentlemen, now inducted into the IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame. She is class of 2021, Miss Patti Banks!
I'm just over here in tears, actually. It's such an honor to be with so many great people. It's just, being a Bills fan, it's Bills Mafia, and Mafia means family, and now it's nice to bring that spirit of family to other fan bases, too. So thank you. Thank you all. Proud of everybody that's made it this far.
It is awesome. It is awesome. And we just thank you so much for that, Patti, for just bringing in all of your awesome everything you bring to the station. We appreciate you. Taryn says the best for last. And then Angela says golden. Wearing the gold shirt just feels amazing. Yeah, well, Angela's got one. Everyone in this chat room right now has one, or at least Kailumnn will. But Taryn has his. I just gave him his when he called one of our Warriors games this year in person, and Angela has hers. So, Patti, you will be getting one of those soon, and we appreciate you so very much once again. Thank you so much for your time spent with us here today. We just want to say thank you once again. God bless you and your family. Once again, may your sister rest in everlasting peace. And hey, she is also consumed in that golden shirt that you will be receiving.
Yeah, thank you. Truly blessed. And thank you to everyone, and all the best to the Bills Nation and for all the fans in 2022. Let's have a great, great year. Got to get better, right? It's just got to get better.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's hope we can get back to some level of normalcy and really enjoy the spirit of football, because that's really what we're all about, the passion, the family, the love for each other. And sometimes not so much, but it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun.
Absolutely, Patti. Well, it's all about it, and we just appreciate you so much. So with that said, Patti, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time here today.
Thank you, Larry.
You are very welcome, and we look forward to having you back on the show very soon. Thanks again, Patti. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Okay. God bless. Go Bills.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Patti. All right, y'all. That will do it for today's show. Man, that was a good one. Oh, my goodness. Can we get a hand clap for everybody, man? That was awesome. Well, I just got to say, this is special. This has been so special. You know, when this thing started, I never thought it would be as big as it is. I know that's cliche from everybody who starts something pretty big. And we have a long way to go before we even get bigger. But I will tell you right now, the 4 people that were inducted today, the 12 people that were inducted before them, and everybody that was in the running, everyone that will be inducted again next year, everybody who's just been a part of the station in some way, we appreciate you and we thank you. This is how we do things, and you are all truly special. This has been an amazing 7.5 years. We are reaching our 8th year at IE Sports Radio, coming up on May 15th this year. I want to make this the biggest one of all. Well, biggest one yet, and of course every year we want to just keep doing it. And ladies and gentlemen, I just can't explain to you how much you guys mean. As I always say, of course, above all, big ups and thank you to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For without Him, nothing is possible. And of course, big ups and thank you to you guys out there. Because without you guys, IE Sports Radio wouldn't be where it is. And we thank you for that. So, let's give it up one more time for the IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame class of 2021. Just as we get ready to drop that beat, y'all, because, well, it's about that time. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an amazing show. I said an amazing because I was trying to combine incredible and amazing. Because apparently, those are 2 words I'm using like crazy today. So my bad. But we appreciate you all. Thank you so much to everybody And well, we say rest in peace to the great John Madden. As I gave my rest in peace, my final, final goodbyes. I'll see you later. But as we talked about him a little bit on 3 and Out last week in the primetime face-off, John Madden wouldn't want too much. He would just say, "Hey, on with the show." So, sir, I thank you so much for being a big part of who I am in my broadcasting and in my football playing and in my coaching. You will forever be missed in our hearts forever. But you're definitely not gone, John. And we know we'll all see you one day when we get to everlasting paradise, along with you and all of our loved ones. So, with that said, y'all, we appreciate all of you so very much. Also, rest in peace, Betty White. The impact you had on so many people. We appreciate everybody who has been a part of this. We love you all. This has been an incredible show. And this has been an incredible 7.5 years. Can we just get a hand clap for how far we've come in so little time? Ha ha! But the best is yet to come, baby. Oh, yeah. We're coming, and we're coming strong. We are on the way. Just 4 more shows till we get every major sports city in the country, in the USA. And we thank you for everybody. This has been a great one, as I keep on saying. And everyone in the chat room, I appreciate you so much. Congratulations once again to Jess, the Turban Patriot. To Miss Gina G, to Miss Patti Bex, and to Mr. Kailumnn Reynolds. As John Madden would say, well, we got some football to play. Enough of all this. So, the induction is officially concluded, or has officially concluded. And guess what? On with the show! In just 12 minutes coming up, 13 minutes, Mr. John Felipe will be delivering you the latest in all the Carolinas and all sports with the Carolina Cast. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy that show. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And let's enjoy this year. 2022 is bringing so many great things. Celia and I are getting married. We're going on a honeymoon. She's going to start her bachelor's. I'm finishing my credential, getting ready to start my second master's. Well, just finish off my second master's because I only have 5 classes after this credential's over. I'm coaching. Hopefully I'll be a full-timer teaching. All these wonderful, beautiful things, all these blessings. You know, her and I got our place now for almost a year. I mean, so many beautiful things. And I'm just naming off all the blessings that have been in our life. Of course, being alive and well. I'm so happy for all of you. You're a blessing in our life. And I'm so happy for all of your blessings as well. We are so happy for all your blessings as well. With that said, y'all, this has been me, your boy Larry B. We will see y'all next week. Until then, take care, and as always, God bless.